Hello there! November is upon us once again, and the Christmas rush officially begins, as even more games vie for your attention. This is the series in which we go through the best offerings of the month, from the AAA juggernauts to the reduced priced beauties, and a bunch of free games to try out too. And of course, some dad jokes to end. Let's do this! 35 years in the making comes Robocop Rogue City, a first-person shooter based on the iconic 80s movies with a branching storyline set after the events of Robocop 2. The game begins with an assault on Channel 9 News, who have been taken over by a band of outlaws known as the Torchheads. Robocop pulls up, voiced by his OG actor Peter Weller, and all hell breaks loose. The thing about Murphy here is that he's more than a man. He's heavily armoured and augmented with 1980s future technology, and is effectively a walking tank. We'll be using the police HQ to acquire more missions, and those won't all be about shooting first and asking questions later. Robocop will need to use investigative skills first, and then resort to his firearms. Seriously though, we can use dialogue trees to get through missions peacefully, and we're told our decisions have consequences. The XP we earn in-game is funneled into upgrades such as armour, or on the other hand, psychological skills, depending on your preferred playstyle. Robocop Rogue City drops on November 2nd on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC. Next up is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's 2011 all over again. This version of Modern Warfare 3 is the final part of the retelling of the original trilogy, as Captain Price and his task force look to take down notorious bad guy Makarov in a cinematic campaign unrivaled by its first-person shooter peers. Aside from that, it is confirmed a zombies mode is here once again, which also has a storyline to follow after a zombie outbreak over 40 years earlier during the Black Ops Cold War events. Call of Duty gameplay is as tight as ever, with the same gameplay loop we've been addicted to for decades now, with more places to do it: the campaign, Warzone, DMZ, zombies, and standard multiplayer too. Modern Warfare is going to be huge on both current and last gen, on PS4, PS5, all the Xboxes, and PC on November 10th. Over the years, there have been numerous Yakuza games and spin-offs. The Yakuza name itself was officially dropped last year, and now Like a Dragon is the core title, which brings us to Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. This action-adventure game takes place after the events of Yakuza 6, and sees us once again control Kazuma Kiryu, who is now in hiding as an underworld war breaks out. In essence, the man who erased his name is a brawler with two key fighting styles to master: Yakuza style, which is the bread and butter beat-em-up style from previous games, and now a new agent style, which is here to let Kiryu use James Bond-esque gadgets to dominate the battlefield. As the story unfolds, we run around many open world districts with many side quests and a crazy amount of minigames to play, from karaoke to toy car racing, and a massive back catalogue of classic Sega games is here to play in your free time. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, has a ridiculously long title and has the potential to take over your life, if you let it. November 9th on PlayStation 4 and 5, the Xboxes, and PC. The never-ending presence of Persona 5 is here once again, this time with the Tactica version of events. In this story, which runs concurrent with the standard Persona 5 story, the Phantom Thieves are transported into a new realm and must stop an evil tyrant in power. As we understand this new world, we'll fight many legionnaires, leading to an interesting combat system. A grid is placed on the ground, and just like XCOM and other tactical-based games, we take it in turns to move around the board and attack, with different spots offering different cover and different attacking options. There's a pretty cool mechanic when all enemies are surrounded by your unit, and a special team move is available, obliterating everyone in its path. The lore of Persona 5 continues to grow, so don't be fooled by this playful art style. There's a lot going on in this universe. Persona 5 Tactica drops on November 17th on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, the PC, and the perfect place for it, the Switch. Okie dokie, let's look at some free games that are coming in November and a sneak peek at one of the PS Plus games. This is Phantom Blade Executioners, a free-to-play dark fantasy side-scrolling RPG. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but I reckon it's worth looking at. We join a mysterious order to investigate a spree of unalivings in the world and wade through countless enemies to achieve peace. We select one of 4 heroes, each with different abilities and weapons, like a ranged guitarist beast wielding powerful audio waves, while another is all about unpredictable movement and an elegant sword. I'm not sure how much skill will be needed to play this, or if it's more of a brawler, as not a great deal of information is available right now. On November 2nd, we can try Phantom Blade Executioners for ourselves, on PlayStation 4 and 5, PC and mobile. Next, a free sports game. This is MetaBall. I showed you this a few months back, and now, after a successful beta, MetaBall is fully released and out right now. The premise is simple: score more baskets than the other team. The thing is, you're on a hoverboard with a magnetic gauntlet to control the ball. Judging by my research, the hope is to turn MetaBall into an esport with a similar control and camera system as Rocket League, pushing players for more speed and precision to stay on top. With a bunch of cosmetic items to unlock, time will ultimately be the judge of MetaBall. Will you support it or avoid it? One more free game this month, and it's already out. Take a look at Side Bullet, a last man standing battle royale with a twist. At the start of each game, we swing into a tower block, which is made up of many rooms. Over time, they become toxic, forcing players closer together, like a typical storm circle in a typical BR game. This is another side-scroller, more like a twin-stick shooter, right? 40 players jump into each game, and alongside that are a litany of AI zombies trying to take advantage when your back is turned. This adds an ambush strategy to proceedings to get the upper hand when another player is fighting AI. I've played for about a week now, and I have to admit the optimization on PlayStation 5 is pretty bad and the load times are horrible, but the idea here is pretty good. Anyway, try it for yourself on your PS5 right now. Check this out, the console version of Teardown drops on PlayStation and Xbox on November 15th and will be released straight into the PS Plus Extra catalogue. How can I describe Teardown? If Minecraft made a heist game, Teardown is essentially a destructible sandbox. We are given a mission to steal a certain object and then let loose to decide our own way of getting things done. We need to get in and out in a certain time or risk being caught red-handed, which makes for some frantic smash and grab scenarios. Teardown has already received a couple of DLC updates with more support planned for 2024. I like the look of this game, so I'm extremely happy it's on PS Plus on day one. I look forward to seeing all the dumb ways the community gets things done. November 15th on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and it's already out right now on PC. One more game before we go, a super cheap one at that, retailing at $30, €30 or £25 here in the UK. Take a look-see at the Talos Principle 2. The first game was well regarded as a single-player puzzle masterpiece. The Talos Principle 2 looks to build on those sure foundations with a narrative that guides us through the puzzles and brain teasers as we discover why biological humans are no longer in this world. We play as a robot, and who is testing these robots? If you're down for some thought-provoking puzzling, grab the Talos Principle 2 on November 2nd. There are another 23 games releasing this month, but I think we'll stop there. And on top of that, there is new hardware. A new, slimmer version of the PS5 is coming soon, as too is the PlayStation Portal, to play your PS5 when you can't be with your PS5. I plan to review that and let you know if it's worth your money this Christmas. Okay, I owe you some dad jokes for your time. Let's start small. Why did the duck cover its bottom? So you can't see its butt quack. No? Okay. Too immature for you? Let me try again. What's the scariest plant in the forest? Bamboo! 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 Yeah, you get it. I'm Adam, you're awesome. Please leave me a dad joke in the comments. See ya!